after tonight's game, we've now played everybody in the league, and we can say without hesitation and wholeheartedly that Buffalo is the best team in the league. So it's exciting for our conference still to be ranked 7th out of 31 nationally in conferences, and I really believe this is a year where 2 teams, if not 3, are going to go from our conference. It is just that strong. They're a very veteran group. They've got a lot of experience. A couple transfers that have experience from other places as well. Got off to a slow start, and credit Buffalo. I mean, everything they shot, it went in, and that's what good teams make shots. We were running around a little bit in a circle defensively, trying to mix things up, and they were passing around us. So they shot 50% in that first half. In that second quarter, it was almost up to 70%, and then they cooled off a little bit. So, and countered with our 12% in that second quarter. But we talked at halftime. We regrouped, and I said, listen, this game being play for K means a lot for different people, and everybody in the arena knows that, and nationally knows what this particular game means. But we wanted to just be the tougher team in the second half, and I thought we cut it to 13 with the ball, gave up a couple threes, and couldn't get it any closer than that. But appreciated the fight that our kids showed in the second half compared to the first half. I got a lot of good minutes from different kids, but at the end of the day, they're shooting 50% from the field, out-rebound us by 17, and double our points in the paint. And it was pretty tough to overcome those 3 categories. We talked going into the game that second chance points I thought would be the biggest key, and turns out that we were able to contain that statistic and only lost that category by 3. But the rebounding margin, field goal percentage, was a big difference that we could not overcome. But credit Buffalo again. We finally have played everybody. It's a little bit of a scheduling anomaly, so now we play them in 10 days at their place in Alumni Arena, and we finally played everybody. But I can say this is the best team from top to bottom. Felicia's done a great job putting. She got a veteran team, and they play really hard, and that's been their MO since she's been there.
First half in general, second quarter in particular, the struggles shooting, good shots not falling in your eyes.
Yeah, again, it's a broken record. I thought we had a lot of layups that didn't go in, and to everybody's dismay, we do shoot layup drills, so. But we rushed a lot of shots, and we couldn't get any second chance points from them. I thought they did a good job of around a lot of rebounds. Like I said, they had rebounded us by 17. That's a big margin.
Do you feel that those struggles
were kind of a leak out of the struggles defensively? In other words, you're struggling one end of the court, and it starts affecting what you're doing at the other end? Or do I have it backwards, or do you not see a correlation?
Everything's tied together, It's, as the expression goes, it's a simple game made complicated by a lot of people. So we one end will feed off the other. So it's your choice on which end you want to pick it, which fed first. So we had trouble scoring and getting stops. So, or you can look at it, we had trouble getting stops and then scoring.
You're not going to help me with that one?
I just did.
Okay. Can you talk then a little bit about Osler with the double-double? And it seemed to me, and tell me if you agree or disagree, I know there wasn't, it looked like her ability to dominate on the boards just was something your group couldn't handle.
She was playing behind us defensively. We've got a couple. She had to defend 3 freshmen, 5 players when she was in. Jane came in at the 5 in the second half, but Cassie was already out. And I thought our 3 freshmen got really good position at the block or below, and we fed them well. And she did a good job of contesting those looks and made it really hard for us. I was excited we got the ball inside. We wanted to do that. We talked about how good of a shot blocker she was and that we would have to make some counters or really, take an extra dribble when we're inside, finish on the other side of the rim, and we just rushed it a few times inside. But she's a fifth year senior, started at Robert Morris and finishing, but she's gotten herself in fantastic shape. Is really running the floor well. Really looks like a different kid. Kudos to her with how hard she's worked, but has made a lot of transition buckets. But I thought all of her buckets today, like she got with her back to the basket, and I mean she's
Big head.
I mean, you guys actually I've seen her score a lot of transition. She didn't do a lot of that today.
No.
It was more,
and that's one thing we wanted to kind of contain her, but she's really versatile with her back to the basket as well as Hemphill. They can both reverse pivot and attack. They both can shoot a turnaround pull-up jumper. They both have elbow range. They both can put it on the ground and score from the elbow. And I thought we had a fantastic scout. We knew what was coming, but they were able to effectively run their offense better than what we could do defensively and trying to stop it. So, if you beat somebody off the bounce, and I thought we overhelped at times, and they did a good job of picking us apart and making that extra pass once they had two people on the ball.
passing on double team, basically. Do you feel that there's some weight on this team now with this losing streak? It's kind of, once it reaches this point, what effect is it having on this team? Do you not feel any? Or?
No, I mean, this season has gone by faster than any other season. I mean, our kids are playing and practicing as hard as they can with how little time is left in the season. But, we've got 3 more games before Cleveland and before the conference season ends. And we still have some things that we can accomplish, and we want to do that. We have East opponents remaining the rest of the way. Like I said, it's a little bit of a scheduling anomaly when we go back to Buffalo or play Buffalo in now 9.5 days, 10 days. But we've got a big game against Akron on senior night next Wednesday. We've got Miami is a huge rivalry game for us. They've been playing everybody tightly. It's a game where, one stop here or there, and it could go overtime, or we could win by single digits in regulation, but they hit a couple of late threes and win by 4. So it's a good rivalry, and looking forward to competing the next few games. But now, I mean, we're talking about how can we execute, how can we continue to add stuff, how can we improve what we already have, how can we find some rhythm and get going and finish strong. I mean, mantras never change in regards to you want to be playing your best at the end, and we still have the opportunity to continue to play better, even though we have a few games remaining, but there's still a chance, and every day is an opportunity to get better. That's the way we're attacking it.
How difficult is this team to defend Buffalo and just all the different pieces that they have offensively?
Not only the pieces, but their age. I mean, Borsler's a 5th-year senior. Okay, Dillard is really should be a senior, but she's a redshirt junior. Okay, in age, so she's old. Reed, I mean, she's an old senior. I mean, she's not 21. Got a lot of experience. I mean, they're a really, really veteran team, and they not only are they veteran team, but they're going to lead this league in floor burns. They're going to lead this league in diving on the ball, and that's something that they want to do. And I think that's an intangible that really makes them go. In addition to their experience, and I mean their sets. I mean, half the sets that they run are half sets that we run. So we knew everything was coming. They didn't add anything new against us for this game. We thought we actually prepared for a couple other things that they thought they may add in addition after seeing last game. So, but again, I can't talk enough about just the importance of this game being a Play for K game. We honored a handful of cancer survivors before the game: Jane Rudder, Cheryl Hayward, Debbie Apple, Betty Mallory, Vicki Brooks, JC's mom. One person I wish was here that wasn't is Casey McDowell, and a BGSU women's basketball alum. So We watched the KL video. This is a generation that does not know her. So we had to really talk a lot about not only what this day has meant to so many, but what she accomplished as a coach and how much money she has raised for cancer research. It's over $5.5 million, which is fantastic. So again, just proud that we got to honor all those cancer survivors, which is a really big deal.